All right, y'all. Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, Deuce T, the Water God. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you checking in. If you're new to the channel, man, I go over a lot of different topics on what's going on. I try to expose a lot of the BS in the media. Okay, so I try to pick out. Sometimes I can't pick nothing out, and I just got to figure out what's going on. And it's one of them cases. I don't really know what's going on. Okay, U.S. downs Chinese balloon, drawing a threat from China. All right, so I'm gonna get into what I think about this. I'm gonna show y'all what Biden said, and also what the general of aircraft said, that he wasn't even gonna shoot this balloon down. And I guess Biden, he want to step up and take credit, and make us feel like he handling business in the White House. So I'm gonna go over what he said, but first let me read y'all this article, and I can get the facts down of what happened, and I can give you my honest opinion. So the U.S. military on Saturday shot down a suspected Chinese spy balloon off the Carolina coast after it traveled sensitive military sites across North America. China insisted the flyover was an accident involving a civilian aircraft and threatened repercussions. So that's big. So now, from what the Washington AP is saying, and we got to take this with a grain of salt. Media, they like to sell articles. And we got to look at them like that. They're here to sell articles, make them real interesting, and make us view. All right. But they're saying that they threaten repercussions. Okay. President Joe Biden issued the order, but had wanted the balloon down even earlier. On Wednesday, he was advised that the best time for the operation would be when it was over water. U.S. officials said military officials determined that bringing it down over land from an altitude of 60,000 feet would pose an undue risk to people on the ground. All right. Sounds like that makes a little bit of sense. Let's see if we can go further. China responded that it reversed the right to take further action and criticized the U.S. for an obvious overreaction and a serious violation of international practice. In its statement Sunday, China's Minister of Foreign Affairs said that China will resolutely uphold the relevant company's legitimate rights and interests, and at the same time reserving the right to take further actions in response. So the presence of the balloon is in the skies above the U.S. this week dealt a severe blow to already strained U.S.-Chinese relations that had been in a downward spiral for years. Okay, so I suggest y'all to read this in its entirety. I'm just gonna go over the most important points that I feel. Okay, said an F-22 fighter jet fired a missile in the balloon, and it was in the ocean. So what do I think about this? So next, I want y'all to hear from out of their mouth. I want you to hear exactly how this played out and how it kind of don't make sense to me. All right, let me share this. Now the general, he made a comment before Biden did, and it seems like they didn't care about it. So check this out, guys.
Position of the balloon classified?
Phil, right now, what we're not going to do is get into a hour-by-hour location of the balloon. Again, we're monitoring it closely. As I mentioned, right now, it's over the center of the continental United States. That's about as specific as I'm going to get.
But I understand it might be inconvenient, but does the public not have a right to know?
The public certainly has the ability to look up in the sky and see where the balloon is.
So right there, he says the public has the right to look into the sky and see where the balloon is, but he said that they didn't want to shoot the balloon down. It wasn't a threat. All right. Now here's Biden.
On Wednesday, when I was briefed on the balloon, I ordered the Pentagon to shoot it down on Wednesday as soon as possible. They decided, without doing damage to anyone on the ground, they decided that the best time to do that was we got over water outside within the 12-mile limit. They successfully took it down. On Wednesday, when I was briefed.
So Biden said that on Wednesday, he ordered it to be shot down. And I guess they waited till Saturday for it to get over water. I guess, it just seems like, how did it get? I thought it was air. I thought everybody was controlling the air because of planes and stuff like that. Because when you see the balloon, it's pretty big. All right, it wasn't like a small balloon, like you could see it, way in the sky. So when it was coming to the United States, they didn't see it then. It's like, a balloon could have came, like, think about it, that could have been a bomb or something. Could have been a bomb flying over us, and then it could have blew up right in wherever spot they had it at. We gonna shoot it down. After it's like, we have to be more, if it's going to be a real threat, we're going to have to be more on point than that. If something can just fly right in the country without y'all y'all claim y'all controlling the airspace. Okay, I don't want to get out, fishy this sounds, but y'all controlling the airspace and you let something get in here like that, that ain't good security, And then you wait for it to get off the land to, get it out. So that's all I got to say with that. Now, in this report, it's saying that China wants repercussion. They like, yo, you shot down our balloon. What are you doing? I don't know, man. It just seems crazy that the balloon even got this close in for y'all to shoot it after it gets out. So it's like, whatever they did already, they already got the information. But for a security standpoint, it don't make me feel like you guys are on point in the air. It don't make me feel like y'all are, catching stuff before it even get into the country. So that's just my take on that. But if Biden wanted it down Wednesday and it came down Saturday, I think we'll get more information on this as it goes. But the country don't, they don't look like they're, handling the security business well to me. But I want to know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think about what, the general said, what Biden said about shooting this plane down. I mean, not a plane, but a balloon. And I would have liked for us to be able to see what it was. Like, that's what I would have preferred it to be on land. But they saying they didn't want to hurt anybody. But if it was a bomb, it would have hurt people. Right, so that's my take on that. And with other news, guys, we got the 6th officer. Well, not even the 6 officers. You got 2 EMTs, a fire lieutenant, and 1 more police officer fired in Tyre Nichols' case. So if you had anything to do with this and you ain't do your job on this, you out of there. All right. And let's see exactly why the two EMTs, fire lieutenant, and 1 more police officer. We're gonna see why they got fired. Here's a video. Here's an article from Mother Jones. It says, so in 19 minutes is basically enough time to watch a sitcom without commercials. Cook a frozen pizza in the oven at 400 degrees and walk 1 mile at leisurely pace. But somehow, within the first 19 minutes, the EMTs Robert Long and Jamichael Sandridge were on the scene after 29-year-old Tyre Nichols was severely beaten by Memphis police. They provided Nicholas no medical care. Damn. So, just reading that first incoming, it just made me feel like, were you guys involved? Like, because it seemed like this was a group effort. So, damn, do they got connections all the way to the EMT or slowing them down? It's like, so though they assisted Nichols, slumped over on the ground and handcuffed and sitting up a few times, they did not take his vital signs, provide him with oxygen, or even give him a physical examination. Sandridge, who is certified to administer IV lines and monitor cardiac activity as an advanced EMT, did neither. An investigation concluded. So you mean to tell me y'all ain't even do your job? That's crazy. Like, y'all could have pretty much saved a man. It's like this man, like, it's like he had a hit on him or something. It's like, that's sad, man. It's sad. Very sad that you got all of these public that, you know, we out here paying tax dollars for, and they just, you know, do whatever they want to do when they want to do it. You know, help with whoever they want to help, follow the rules when they want to follow the rules. It's crazy, man. That's all I got to say about that. It's just messed up. So it says Nichols died 3 days later from injuries sustained in January 7th beating, which was initiated by a traffic stop. Police body cam footage depicts police holding him down, kicking him, punching him, you know, all of that stuff. Now on Friday, the Tennessee Emergency Medical Service Board voted unanimously, so everybody voted to suspend Long and Sanders' EMT license based on the information. Yeah, man, I mean, if you're supposed to do something, you know, you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do every time. Why would this time, you know, you're not doing your job, man? That's sad. It's like people need your help, and you don't even do what you're supposed to do. It just seems real fishy, man. So they also fired the Memphis, the Hempfield, what his name? Preston Hempfield, who was at the scene of the initial traffic stop of Nichols. Now they didn't fire him they left, you know, they gave him a leave with pay. Now they like, you fired. I wonder why he wasn't charged. Maybe that's coming, but he has a lawyer. It says here, the Hempfield lawyer said that the client was never present at the second scene where Nichols was beaten. Hempfield's body camera footage, however, shows the first police confrontation with Nichols, during which Hempfield used his taser. Later in the footage, a voice seeming to be Hempfield says, "I hope they stomp his ass." So he wanted the worst for him, you know. So his firing was definitely needed. Should have been faster, but Memphis is weird, and they work weird, you know, in that county. I told you guys how I did a video about 3-4 months ago about the Young Dolph murder, and how the murderer was able to beat another case, and he was able to kill Young Dolph. And it's crazy that they just changed the law where, you know, you got to do 100% of your time when it's violent. But they were so like soft on like crime in Memphis. It's like you can kill somebody and pretty much get out of jail in 5 to 7 years. You know, probably get some probation or something. It's just crazy. So it's good to know that they're trying to clean this stuff up, but Memphis don't seem like, you know, a place I want to travel anytime soon, because it don't seem like they care about these residents at all. But man, let me know what y'all think about, you know, the two EMTs, you know, the fire lieutenant, and one more police officer. Let me know what y'all think about that in this balloon theory that they got going on. What you think China gonna do that they know we shot down their balloon that was trying to monitor the weather, they say? You know, it just makes you think about, it's probably so much technical stuff that they got that we don't even know what's going on, but they can, you know, say it's this and say it's that. I think it could be something that's more high tech. They don't have to get the information, but you know, I'm just speaking on speaking on how I feel about the situation. But let me know how y'all feel, man. I'll catch y'all guys in the next video. Peace.